Skype phone system. Welcome back to Pushing Technology to the Limit. This is another one of those older videos that I did a review on a Skype phone system I bought. Currently right now I do not use Skype anymore for the fact that I've had so many issues with Skype, whether it's the software on my computer or the server's just not working right. But I'm not trying to discourage you from using Skype. I'm just saying that there's a lot more and different and better services out there than Skype. I did used to use their phone service that was about $60 a year. They quit that service now, and it's like $30 a month. Well, don't take my price for that, because it could be up or down, or just check it out for yourself and see if you want to go with it. But I still would go with Oma, because you can use your standard phone. And the one that I do review is a standalone phone for Skype. Well, Skype never got with it. I do know that the next big thing on the agenda for voice over IP services is going to be Facebook. I'm not sure how or when, but I do see some technology on Facebook now that you can actually make phone calls. They'll make an adapter pretty soon for Facebook, so you can chat through Facebook like you did with Skype. So sit back and enjoy this little video, and I'll see you later then. As I promised, I was going to do a video review on the phone that I bought this past week. And this is the phone system I've bought. It's XBlue Networks, and it's a desktop internet phone for Skype. And I have some negatives about this phone, and I'm going to show you that first. I do like the phone overall. I rate it 2 thumbs up, except for a couple of things. And then I'll show you how you set the unit up. Alright, I'll get my phone. As you see, right there's the physical phone itself. And the one thing I don't like about it is the handset. It is too flat when you want to hold it up towards your ear when you want to talk for long periods of time, especially if you're using your computer like I will be using it for my maintenance calls and different things like that. And the earpiece is very flat and uncomfortable. Alright, the other 2 problems that I have with this telephone are the mounting hooks. Right there, and the one over here. That doesn't mount too easily on a standard phone plate if you have a standard installation for a landline. The other 2 problems that I have with this telephone are the power ports and the Ethernet, which are right here and here. That's the DC in and your Ethernet in. And if you were to hang that on the wall, I'm not sure how well you would be able to hang that on the wall, because the Ethernet cord's in the way. You can't, there's this plate here that comes off, this one right here, and I had to put that on so I could get the cord out of the way, or otherwise it won't sit on my table. Now, I think that's a very poor design with all the technology they could put into it. They could have put it easily on the back of the telephone without a problem. I'll get it to come on and I'll show you. Other than that, it works pretty well. It takes about 1 to 2 minutes for this thing to boot up, and we'll show you how it looks when it goes through its booting up. But I'm going to go from the menu. I'm not going to sign in. But it's basically, let me see here. If you can see the whole thing here, it basically looks like a cell phone layout. You got your green button here for sending your call. You got your red button for canceling your call, and other features as well. The nice thing about the phone is that it has a speakerphone built right into it, so you don't even have to use the handset if you don't want to. I'm going to hit settings, and then so here you can change your password, auto sign in, language, software updates, and reset, which would reset the whole entire telephone. I'll show you how I'll do a call when we get done here. And then you have your call diversion would be your call forwarding. You'd have to put your country code in, like for the U.S. Let me see if I can get that up. My country code for U.S. is 11. Whoops, let's see here. I just deleted that. And then my area code, which is whatever that would be. I'm not going to bring that up because I don't want to show my area code. So then I just click back. And then down here, well, up here is your privacy. Well, that's not going to work because I'm not signed into Skype yet. And then here's your call alert. And you can tell, let's see here. Well, some of these features aren't going to work. But you can see the what's on the screen, what it can do. Here's the ring volume. It gets a little bit distorted when it goes up higher. So that's okay. Back. And you can do your time and date. And in default, it's 24 hours. So you have to come in here and set your 12 hours. And then here's your network. I have it set up for static IP. You might not be able to see this. I blocked some of this out, but and I'm going to hit back, and so here's your phone settings. I can tell the screen to go brighter, or let's see here, or I can tell it to go dim. And hit back on that. And there's your advanced. Let's see here. Let's get that thing out of the way. Software updates. I don't recommend that. If the machine is running fine, I wouldn't mess with it. There's network proxy. I don't use that, and Skype ports. I don't even have to even set that, but that's in there. Now we are all signed in, and one of the other things that I've noticed with Skype phone service is that it's not good for the automatic answering systems like at Best Buy or your credit card company. Well, I didn't scratch that about the Best Buy because I was able to do it through Best Buy, but I checked my online status with my credit card company, and the touchpad was too slow. I had to do it by voice. So basically, this is how you just make a call. Now let me make sure that my other things are all set up here. So all you have to do is just dial your number. Okay, so now I'm going to make my call. Just hit the green button.
Thank you for calling Best Buy in Ithaca, home of the Geek Squad. For store hours, press 1. For directions, press 2. To speak to a sales associate, press 3. To speak to a Geek agent, for store hours, press 1. For directions, press 2. To speak to a sales associate, our store hours are Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. For store hours, press 1.
And just hit the red button to stop it. And hit it a second time to get rid of that phone number. And basically, everything else works great with it. The one thing that I found with this particular phone is that you can't do conference calls like you can on the computer. It's basically for incoming and outgoing calls only. There's a bunch of other things that you can do with this unit. It's not that bad. It was $100 for the unit at Staples.com. You can't find it, at least I can't find it anywhere in the U.S. in a store. This is just for an online purchase. And sounds great when you're talking to people. I've had people comment on to me that I sound just like I was on a regular landline phone. And with Staples, there's for this handset here, I can get a shoulder mount for it, and that's what I'm planning to do this weekend, is get that. That's about $20 at Staples. It might differ from state to state or country to country. I'm not sure who will be seeing this where. Oh, you can probably just get this at any office store for that shoulder strap. And I really enjoy it. There's a lot of other benefits with this phone. Like one of the things I've done, and I accidentally did it. I didn't even think about it when I did it at the time, but I had my Skype program logged in on my computer. I logged into my telephone, and I didn't know that you could log into both things, so I went over to my laptop, logged into it, and I could call it and different things from a landline, and it would ring on all three units. It would ring in my desktop, it'd ring on my telephone, and it would ring on my laptop. And the other test I did, because I was just kind of curious, is I had my mom call on my desktop phone, and I called through my computer, and I was able to make simultaneously 2 phone calls at once on one service. And that was interesting. I didn't have to have like 3 three different services for each account. I could just log into one account if it's just me using the phone system. And with the software, I can send files, large files through the internet, and text my people on their cell phones. I've done that. That is texting cell phones is a negative on my part because you have to pay 10 cents for each text message, and it's not included with the phone service. I hope they change that sometime where I can text unlimitedly on through Skype. There's some other things I'm going to test out. Can't do it right now, but I just wanted to give you the overall aspect of the phone.